right? So they're kind of equally fighting. We struggled on for 5 nights. Okay, Beowulf is connecting the 7 nights to 5 nights, saying that it was actually 5, not 7, until the long flow and pitch of the waves, the perishing cold, night falling, and winds from the north drove us apart. The deep boiled up, and its wallowing sent the sea brutes wild. Okay, so obviously there was a lot of commotion happening in the water. And he's saying that kind of from underneath the sea, things were boiling up, and its wallowing sent the sea brutes, right, other sea monsters in the water, sent them wild. My armor helped me to hold out. My hard-ring chainmail, right, his armor, hand-forged and linked, a fine, close-fitting filigree of gold, kept me safe when some ocean creature pulled me to the bottom. So Beowulf caught by a sea monster underwater, and he was pulled to the bottom. Pinioned fast and swathed in his grip, I was granted one final chance. My sword plunged, and the ordeal was over. Through my hands, the fury of battle had finished off the sea beast. Okay, so that's when he did defeat the sea beast by sword. Go and get your highlighter out again, please, and highlight this quote here. It says, time and again, foul things attacked me. This is still Beowulf talking. Lurking and stalking, but I lashed out, gave as good as I got with my sword. My flesh was not for feasting on. There would be no monsters gnawing and gloating over their banquet at the bottom of the sea. Okay, so many monsters attacked him. And then he says, instead, in the morning, mangled and sleeping, the sleep of the sword, they slopped and floated like the ocean's leavings. From now on, sailors would be safe. The deep sea raids were over for good, right? Because he took out that one monster. Light came from the east, bright guarantee of God. Got Christianity reference here. And the waves, let's go ahead and flip the page. Oh, not that page. Got it. All right, so wind quiet, I could see the headlands and buffeted cliffs. Often for undaunted courage, fate spares the man who was not already marked. Okay, so he killed 9, we're gonna get there in a second, sea monsters. However, it occurred my sword had killed 9 sea monsters. Such night dangers and hard ordeals I have never heard of, nor a man more desolate in surging waves. But worn out as I was, I survived. Came through with my life. The ocean lifted and laid me ashore. I landed safe on the coast of Finland. Okay, so the waves kind of pushed him out to the shore, and he did survive, killing 9 sea monsters. Okay. We're right here at now I cannot recall. Any fight you entered, Unferth, that bears comparison. I don't boast when I say that neither you nor Brecca were ever much celebrated for swordmanship or for facing danger on the field of battle. Okay, so again, Beowulf's kind of calling Unferth out, saying, were you ever in a fight? What have you done, right? You killed your own kith and kin, his own men. So for all your cleverness and quick tongue, you will suffer damnation in the depths of hell. The fact is, Unferth, if you were truly as keen or courageous as you claim to be, Grendel would never have gotten away with such unchecked atrocity, attacks on your king, right? If you were that great, Grendel still wouldn't be here, right? That's why I'm here, to fight this battle as well. Havoc in Harrowit and horrors everywhere, but he knows he need never be in dread of your blade, making mizzle of his blood, or a vengeance arriving ever from this quarter. From the victory's shieldings, the shoulderers of the spear, he knows he can trample down you Danes. Okay, let's go to the next slide, and we are almost through with this reading. To his heart's content, humiliate and murder without fear of reprisal. but he will find me different. Okay, and this is Beowulf talking about Grendel. I will be the one to stop him, is what he's saying there. I will show him how Geats shape to kill in the heart of battle. Then whosoever wants to may go bravely to mead, that when morning light, scarfed in sun dazzle, shines forth, and from the south, and bring another daybreak into the world. Then the gray-haired treasure giver was glad. So this is talking about Hrothgar. I have right above it that he's elderly now. We have to remember that right when he became king, he was probably mid-30s, 40s, and then it was 12 years of Grendel attacking. So he's getting to be an older man, especially for this time period. So Hrothgar was glad, right, that Beowulf was here and he was saying how he was going to defeat Grendel. Far famed in battle, the prince of bright Danes and keeper of his people counted on Beowulf, on the warrior's steadfastness and his sword. So Hrothgar was happy, he was counting on Beowulf. Okay, last paragraph. The feast continues until Wealhtheow, Hrothgar's queen, we haven't been introduced to her yet, comes in and serves mead to the warriors. With the queen's cup in hand, Beowulf makes a formal boast, restating his intention to fight Grendel in a battle to the death. At the end of the feast, Hrothgar leaves Hereward in Beowulf's care, and he again states his intention to fight Grendel barehanded, right, without weapons. Once all the Danes leave, the Geats settle into sleep in the cursed mead hall. Okay, and that's it. That's all we're going to read. The very next reading will be the fight with Grendel, which you can see right here. And we'll talk about that one next week. You guys do have an assignment on Classroom. There should be close reading questions number 2. And go ahead and look at those. There's a due date on Classroom. And if you have any other questions, be sure to let me know. I will see you guys on Tuesday. No, I see you on Wednesday. Don't have school Monday. Don't see you Tuesday. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Okay? Have a good weekend.